shit. There it is. There it is. Welcome, friends. It's me, Rich Mitch, once more. I have returned to you with another motherfucking live stream. What will you do about it? You'll do fucking nothing. You'll do nothing and you'll like it. How you doing? I am shite and doing really well. Pick the bones out of that. Where are we? Welcome, Andy. How are you? Excellent. Love. How you doing, friends? I hope everybody is fantastic. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I've completely bollocks that, haven't I? One moment, please. I just need to share this in the Discord. I wish I could stop random people creating fucking invites on the Discord. Loads of people have just got absolutely no idea how they got there. Like, who the fuck are you? Everybody know. So how are you, friends? How is everybody? Are you fantastic? Are you doing really well? I'm just sorting out myself whilst I show the scent of the day. There you go. Is that right? I don't know that it is. No, it's better. It's better. Welcome, Andy. Welcome, Dushan. Welcome, Germs. Welcome, Dubadabka. Good to see you, Germs. Dushan with the first super chat of the night. Scent of the night, Pavarotti. Pavarotti has been put away for spring and summer. It will be back, fear not. Today I am wearing Amber Nogil. Wonderful fragrance. Forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. I was wearing it today. I was like, what the fuck am I wearing? What is this? Oh. How is everybody? I'm going to set a goal. A goal of super chats. I don't know why. It just keeps flashing up saying, hey. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Where am I? Hi, brothers and sisters. Welcome, Franska Boy. Welcome, Jaunty John. Thank you, Dushan, for the super chat. Hello, Galfar. Hello, Often Licked. Hello, Asadinejad Yusuf. Were you going to say Ambra Fatish? No, I was going to say Ambra Supreme. Galfar is wearing Roadster today. Finally, I have laid Lapidus Pour Rhum. It's marvellous. Tried Lapidus Pour Rhum. It's marvellous. Just like Bois de Portugal and Bellamy, says Ninoslav. Where are we? Okay. Hi all, drunk walking back from a work Christmas do. Scent of the night, Saracen, says Herbs. Herb, I hope you are having a wonderful time. Hope you are fantastic and doing really well. Welcome, Often Licked. Welcome, Jared. Jared is wearing Tuscan leather. Not one I've worn very much this year. I need to spread my wings a little bit. I've found finishing off some of these bottles. I've concentrated my wearings a little bit too much. You know, I want to spread me wings a bit. You know, I want to do some other stuff. I want to wear some other stuff. So what Ambra Nogile today? I think I'm going to wear Tuscan leather at some point. Did my Christmas shopping today. The only person I need to buy for now is my mother, who's asked for a Christmas tree because we haven't got one. Fuck. Tam10, welcome. Dushan with another super chat. Thank you, Dushan. It says, good evening, Yusuf. Thank you, Dushan. Very kind. You too can buy a super chat if you want, friends. I bought 1 week ago a sealed bottle of Roadster for €60. Fuck, that's cheap. That's fucking cheap. What a bargain. That's outrageous. Franska Boy says wearing 30 sprays of the newer Shergi equal to 5 of the old one. Oh no, that's bad to hear. You hate to see it. How sad. Oh, germs. Oh, germs. Oh, you're going to make me quack. Quick quack. $5. Thank you. Thank you for sending super chats, friends. You are all very kind. Johnny John says, I sold Villaresi Sandalo today. It's good, but I don't like to wear it. Rosewood is really heavy in this one. Do you know what I found the Sandalo by Villaresi really fucking bland. Like, Villaresi, I've got their Incensi, which is really good. It's a really soapy aldehydic incense, right? But the patchouli I thought was flat. The Sandalo's flat. There's another one I had as well. I like Taint de Neige, but Taint de Neige is a tough wear. I'd like it on a lady. I wouldn't like it on myself. Good fragrance, that. But I don't know. I think they're overhyped, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like the stream, homies. Yes, please like the stream. Please like the stream, friends. Liking the stream. Most important. So to read the evening floating man, may health and wealth descend upon you all. What a nice thing to say. May health and wealth descend upon you as well. Germ says I got my Roadster for $60 as well. Fuck, I've got a few Roadster. Jordan Albro says I'm selling my Roadster if anyone in the US would like. I'm sure lots of people in the US would like. Dushan says my brother Franska Boy is in the house. He says it with a super chat. Well, thank you, Dushan. That's very kind. I like the musk, but most I've found just What do you mean? What are you talking about? People in Germany like Atman Zaman and Yerba Mate. Yeah, they're quite popular as well. One of them, the do the Piper Negrum, I found that very difficult because it's just too peppery. Matthew Sparrow says, favorite Eldo that you tried from the premium line? Pass. I'm not sure I can help you with that. Taint de what, mate? Taint de Neige. N-I-N-E-I-G-E. Man Zaman is fantastic, says Germs. Douche with another super chat says, often late we need to talk about Philosopher's Walk. Thank you. Health, wealth, and stealth. Yes, I wish stealth upon you all. The worshipper is here, but what does he worship? What does she worship? Bought the gardeners some... Or did I buy the gardeners? I bought the gardeners some Christmas presents today. I bought myself some trainers because my previous trainers have started to squeak. They prate of my whereabouts. They tell on me. Thank you, worshipper. The worshipper is deleting her fucking chats. How unusual. Très bon neuf. Very nice egg. Hello. Often like says it is better out of the full bottle than the sample. A little bit less metallic and very juicy lemon, says often liked. Jaunty John says, I like that man's a man, but my wife doesn't. And Womo didn't try the famous musk though. Sensei, Miji Rumich. Can you please make sure your mod Lux doesn't banded anyone in here? I do not have a mod who will ban anyone. Certainly not Lux. Excuse me whilst I cough. Where are we? Nobody should get bended in here. Premium Eldo Big Pass. Etienne is lost. Nasia Snow, yes it is. For me, I don't love the whole lines as often. Like Spice Must Flow is alright and Experimentum. Crucius is a massive fuck-off Akigala Wood Rose with cumin. The others I ignore. Floating Man, £2, thank you. Voice of the Snake. Smell of Slytherin Common. Room. Oh. And thank you for the £2. Scary. I haven't watched any of the Harry Potters and I haven't watched any of the Lord of the Rings. How'd you like them apples, Mitch? Yeah. I haven't watched any of that shit. PK is here. And thank you for the £2 floating man. Welcome, Mike. You are wearing Enfant Suave. I think it's the only good one from the brand, isn't it? James is wearing Bois d'Argent. PK is wearing Rogue Bonded. Floating Man says it's a Harry Potter reference. The perfume is by Gucci. Oh, what a shame, says Floating Man. Game of Thrones, at least. No. I don't consume mass media. It's a shame. Just games. I just watched Richard's series on Matcha Premiere because I think they're shite and wanted to confirm he agrees, but I needed to try. I need to try Ensemble Suave. Ensemble Suave still. Yes, it's good. It's definitely the best one, but it's not a high bar. Germ says, you're not missing out on Harry Potter. Lord of the Rings, however, is a sin. Sensei says, best soap bar you recommend? I've actually got a video where I do all of my soaps. I think Dove, actually, if you want, like, a bar of soap that's actually going to look after you. Dove? You know what I mean? Jared says, which perfume and aroma is that in the back there? Arso, in its good place. In the back. Yes, up the Arso. It's the only one I've got. Sold my patchouli. Yeah, Arso's tremendous. We love a good Arso on this channel. PK says, anyone try pH fragrances at all? Use naturals more. Curious if worth a test. Floating Man says, you are germs if you grew up with the books. But yes, Lord of the Rings is one of the few instances where the films are better than the books. Up the arso, says Germs. Sensei says, Nox said he uses multiple fragrances mixing as his lube. Don't think that's healthy. That's certainly not healthy. Using multiple fragrances at once is absolutely a big no-no. And using them as lube is just, that's just interdimensionally wrong. That's bad news all round, that, mate. I'm getting told off for buying the gardener's donuts. Sorry about buying you donuts. I did buy bread and cake as well. They're like, oh, you give us too much food. And I'm like, no, I don't. And then I send them more cake. I'm a feeder. Yes. So today I wore Ambra Nargile, one of the best from the Hermes Essence line, I think. Absolutely. That and Vetiver Tonka. Vetiver Tonka probably edges it for me, just because of the utilitarian nature, the fact you can wear it whenever, however, whatever you want. It's genuinely one of the greats. Ambra Nargile for me is much of a. It's much more of a autumn winter fragrance, maybe spring, early spring, when it's still a bit cool. But nah, for me this is nice. This is really good. The tobacco in this reminds me of the tobacco in Tabac Rouge. Tabac Rouge. Dushan says, often licked, that house should be named Matière Ending instead of Premiere, says Dushan. Thank you for the super chat, Dushan. RSD 250. Serbian currency. Sensei says, does Gardner have PayPal or coffee page? Perhaps they prefer that over food. I've got his PayPal, but I'm not sending him money. I'm giving him things. I'm certainly not sending him money. He'd send it back, you see. He wouldn't just be like, oh, thanks. He'd be like, no. But if I give him food, he must eat it, because then I can run away afterwards. Franska Boy says, it's a traumatic house. Most are bad, but people keep loving it. Matière Derrière. Vetiver Tonka is a masterpiece. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's so clever. Massive cinnamon, that Ambra Nargile. I love it, says Often Licked. Yeah, it's a brilliant fragrance. Very cinnamony. Very cinnamony, a bit of apple pie in there. Lots of tobacco to keep it from getting too much, from it becoming too narcotic or heady, because when it's all sweetness and sugary and rich, it gets too much. You need something to offset that, and the tobacco in that's it's a little bit wet, It's like your ma, really. But it keeps everything. It keeps everything sturdy. Just stops it from getting too high. Evening, Tim. Welcome, Pat Lester, as well. Herb says Ambra Nargile is well nice. For some reason, it reads a bit Chanel-y pour moi. Chanel-y? I don't think you're ready for this Chanel-y. There's a little bit of it that I know there is something in there that smells a little bit Chanel-y. It's not all of the fragrance, though. It's an odd kind of distinction to make. Dinos, Serbian Dinos. Thank you. Natulic. Dinos for dinner. I've had my dinner, thank you. Sensei says, you are a very generous and kind and caring person, Ramich. Thanks. Thanks, Sensei. It is the most Eleanor of Amber, says Often Licked. The tobacco apple pie thing is a little wet, but the spices and woods are dry. Manchinosa says, good day, Rich Mitch. Perfect time of the year for Ambra Nargile. Yes. Moist tobacco, says Germs. It's like when you find a piece of Baltic amber that is completely translucent. The old Baltic amber. Fucking cold. It's got that same colour as well. The bottle's got that kind of colour. It evokes that kind of ambery goodness. And Hermes, I mean, if the Hermes do get reformulated, they survive it really well, don't they? Like, they're really like, they're still decent these days, like. They rarely change that packaging either. Excuse me, lost to hydrate. It's like when you feel, the aldehydes. Franska says, Rich, where is your near? But long gone. I fired that shit into the sun. I wasn't a fan, mate. Just didn't care for it, to be honest. Hermes Essence bottles and caps are perfect. Yeah, they're very nice. They hold very nicely in the hand, don't they? Especially the big 200 mils. The sprayers are really good as well. The sprayers are fantastic. Like, they're very satisfying to spray. Oh, that's so good. It sits very... it doesn't change and transition and move, and it's not lively. None of them are, but there's enough... There's enough going on there. You know, there's enough air and space to almost give like a mirage. Oh, that's so good. That is such a good smell. Translucent amber with Dino DNA inside. Dino DNA. Dino DNA. Rah. Did you ever have the cardamom oil by Hermes? I've never smelled it, and I've never had it because it's a stupid price. I ain't paying that shit. But I do have... What do I have? I do have... a smell of it. I have had a smell of it. Sorry. My brain just went into fucking blue screen mode there. I have smelled it a few times, actually. But I'm not playing those games at stupid prices, that. Evening Rich and all in the chat. Scent of the day is Artemique, shower and smoke. From a sample, says Andrige. Evening, Andrige. It was like an Attar or something, or a strong extra. Yeah, it was like an oil thing, yeah. Is Tenere at all close to boss number 1? No. No, very different. Always a pleasure to see you, says Manginosis. Dushan is wearing Pavarotti. Oh, friends, I finished my bottle. Oh! Sorry, the fucking chair moved there without permission. Finished my bottle of Ambra Sultan on Monday. So that was a sad day, but it was bittersweet. I have got the next one out because we don't play games with Serge Luton. I have a review of Serge Luton coming out tomorrow, Samajest La Rose, so you can look forward to that. I've bought some samples recently. I did buy Fade On last week, and they still haven't fucking arrived from Bloom because they're shit. I resent buying from Bloom anyway, but the fucking service has been crap, like. What else? I've bought a couple of other sample sort of things this week. Oh, excuse me. But I've finished quite a few bottles. Recently. I don't know if there's anyone in the UK who wants my Fendi Womo. I've got my Fendi Womo. I think there's about 55, 60 mil there. Yes, it is close to boss number 1, says Franska Boy. Take off a little bit of apple, add moss and tobacco, and keep the honeyed patchouli. I mean, that's quite different, is it not? Though, I know. Like having a broom. Change the head 6 times, change the handle 8 times. Still the same fucking broom. Welcome, Dean. What do you think of Écrin de Fumée by Serge Luton? I don't think I've smelled it. Do you know, I'm pretty sure I haven't smelled it. Oh no. Sorry, Dean. Close enough. I think they took off the apple and made it thicker. Mitchell, UK. Hey, Mitch, what's your favourite leather in your collection? Oh! Oh! It changes all the time. I did a video with Eugene where we went through our favourite leathers, and then fucking I've now got my favourite leather that was in that video up for sale. I'm selling my vintage Derby. I'm selling vintage Derby. I've got the original Derby and the original presentation, and I'm selling it. So it's difficult. It's difficult to say. I really like Queer Canage. I like Gucci Guilty Absolute. I like Tuscan leather. I like Knisa 10. It's difficult, you know. Antaeus is a sensational leather, you know. I really like the leather in Iris Nazarena as well. The Russian leather that's in Ambra Fetish is a top leather. I don't know if you could call that a leather perfume. I'm not sure you could call Iris Nazarena a leather perfume either. Bellamy is obviously a great leather. Oh God, what else? I've got Cuir de Lancôme. That's got a nice leather in it. I don't know. It's difficult. It's a difficult question, that. Gucci Guilty Absolute. I mean, Rienne. Rienne's got a sensational fucking leather in it. It's beautiful. Where are we? Good day, Rich. Welcome, Grissy Maniup. Grissy Maniup. Good day, Rich. Thoughts on Etro, Gomma, and Ambra? Well, I have them both. I have them both. My Gomma should be... Where is my Gomma? Is that my Gomma? That Ambra? That's patchouli. Damn you. Where's my fucking Gomma? That's the patchouli. Where the fuck's my Gomma? Just give us 2 seconds and I will tell you. I will tell you my thoughts on Gomma and Ambra you wanted as well. I've got the original presentations, you see. So that's the Ambra. And where is Gomma? That's not it. I can tell that straight away. That's Charnur. Charnur! Great smelling fragrance. That's one of the best smelling fragrances I've got. Why are you here? Go away. Why are you here? You are here. Who sent you here? Where are we? That's Gomma, that's Ambra. They're the originals. I actually got bottles of later versions as well, and I don't know where they are. Give me 2 seconds while I put that. I know I'm going to pull that back out in a minute and say, is that Gomma? Alright, there's my Fendi Womo. Womo! Okay, so I've got a bottle of Mikasa as well, actually, that I'm selling. It's just the sprayer doesn't work. Rich, you selling any of your Amen flankers? I've sold all the flankers I'm going to sell, mate. Sorry. I've got the original. I've got Ultra Zest. I've got Pure Tonka. And I've got Taste of Fragrance or Pure Chili. So there's Gomma, the original, and there's Ambra, the original, in the splashes. I bought these from a place in Italy, and they were sealed, and they are in fucking wicked condition. The Ambra. The Ambra is weird. It's almost... There's a lot of labdanum in there, right? There's a lot of old very old school smelling, almost Shalimar type vanilla, right? Benzoine's very soft. It's almost got like a banana kind of vibe to it. You know when you let bananas go through different stages of ripeness, right? Like this one's like just after the fibrous bit starts turning a little bit sweet. It's so good. It's so different. It smells so vintage though. It's so fucking vintage smelling. It's fucking class. This is Goma. This is brilliant. Like this is a massively underrated leather. It's not quite as herbal as something like Quirmaresque, or it's not something as like quite as herbal as Quirmaresque. Not something quite as herbal as Canisa 10. Canisa 10's very kind of so I would say something like this started off as an oily leather and then it was like worked to the point where it became extremely presentable. Quirmaresque is like that oily, untamed, fucking untreated leather. And then Goma is kind of like the Italian version of Canisa 10. Very good, very nice, really good fragrance. Top fragrances, those. Top fragrances. Okay, where are we? Dushan again with a super chat, 250 Serbian dinar. Rich, how good is that Tabac Rouge by Fade On? Right up there with Amber Nargile for tobaccos. I actually prefer Tabac Rouge. I'm getting a little bit scared because that's a fat dent, you know. That's a fat dent. If this sample comes in and it's a shitter, I'm gonna go fucking bonkers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be on the phone to Bloom being like, yeah, you wanna get on the phone to fucking Fade On, lads. Or lasses. I mean, believers, in the fucking case of perfume, it doesn't fucking matter. I want the one that I want. Get onto them and get them to give us the proper one. I will not settle for shitters. Man, woman, or child. Sort it out. Or there will be havoc. There's the Ambra spray. So where the fuck's the Goma spray? See, that smells a bit different. That's a reformulated version. Right. So they're both the Eau de Cologne. Let me put that back. And I'll put you over here. So, Ambra. Alright. And then this is the second version. This is the first version. This one smells vintage. Really vintage. Alright. This one's a 90s, even a 2000s version. Much fresher. You know, this one's like got vintage heritage smell. It's incredible, you know. Hope that was good for you, Black Monday. I'm having people buy their hats now, so how good is that? Tabac Rouge is sensational. Givenchy Gentleman, then Trussardi Uomo, and now Fendi Uomo are out. What is going on? Just never wore them, man. Just never wore them. They're out there. Better. The thing is, with them being vintage, hard to get. Yeah, I thought like about it. I didn't want this to come across like I was like. I thought about it like from many different aspects, not just the financial one. I thought about it from a practical aspect. And I would say the practicality of it was the biggest. Like the practicality of the situation was like 70% of me thinking, too many fragrances, can't wear them, can't enjoy them. I need to be harsh. I need to say, right, here's the fucking list of the fragrances I love and that I'm keeping, and the rest that I don't wear as much, that I don't love as much, that have to go. So I'd say 70% of my decision making was based on the practicality. I'd say another 20% was financial. I can get decent money for them, good money back for them. You know, it's not like I'm buying fucking Boss bottled Absolute elixir at fucking retail and then selling it for like fucking 20% of its retail value. You know, so I'm mostly getting me money back on it, and then the other 10%, if I'm being honest, was almost like fucking. I need to think of a better word for it, but for lack of a better word, almost like moral, you know? Like these are like fucking rare, hard to find fragrances that I spent a long time getting, and I'm not wearing them, and I'm just sitting on them, and other people aren't able to smell and enjoy them. The main problem with that is that I can't ship them around the world. I can't send them to the Americans. I can't send them to the French, even the French, the Germans, the Italians, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Africans, the Chinese. I don't discriminate. If you got the money, I will sort you out. Well, I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. You know? Disaster. I prefer Tenere rather than any made in UK and later #1 with no moss. I've got the original fucking... Where is it? I don't know where it is. I rarely wear that, you know. I might sell my bottles of that. I've got a few testers. I rarely wear it. I find that Uranus honey patchouli thing very difficult. If Derby was worth less, would you keep it? How much less expensive would it have to be? No. No, I wouldn't. Because I've got less expensive stuff that I wear more. Like, I could sell the Night. The Night's twice the price because I paid the same amount. I paid 800 quid for the Night and I paid 800 quid for Derby, but the Derby's 200 mils. So basically, the Night's twice as expensive. And I'm not selling this. I'm not selling this. This is coming with me all the way. And I'll probably still have it. You know, touch wood. Because I rarely wear that, but I still... That's different. There's a different context to us rarely wearing that, you know. This fucking door is leaking wind, much like your ma. But you know what I mean. Never tried the old one, but the newer one is still good. I hope you have a backup for Bellarm. It's not going to be available for a while. Yeah, that's right. I've got another bottle of Bellarm actually. Thank God. And I've got... He actually sent us another fucking bottle of the Philosopher's Walk as well. I don't know where my what's it called? La Douleur Exquise is. Probably wear that in the spring. Lone Star Memories, my beloved, great fragrance, top leather fragrance. Lone Star is amazing. Yeah, Gucci guilty, absolute fucking hell, I'm behind. Right. Scent of the Day Mancera red tobacco. It's a warfare of a fragrance, a guilty pleasure apple smoke tobacco incense thing. Can't deal with Manceras and Montals. Bobby Montal, dodgy man. Don't kill me, Bobby Montal. That Derby in warmer weather, my favourite classy leather, says Dushan. Thank you. The mint in the Derby, the one that I've got, the mint in it's what makes it special. The Artemisia and the mint. How they squeezed fucking mint into a leather is beyond me. And taste to me is more of a chypre than a leather. Leather being just a facet. It's a leather chypre, isn't it? But, I mean, Koros is a leather chypre, kind of. See, I think Antace is a leather, like. But, I mean, there is room for these two things. I don't know, you know, I just smelled that. There's a lot of patchouli in this one that I've got. I really like this version. I really, really, really like this version, actually. I wish I'd got another bottle of this. I don't know how much is left of that. How much is left of you? I can't do two things at once. Oh, you fucking what? Oh, shit. That was about half full, like. Fuck. I'm all right with that. I'm at peace. I'm at peace with that, friends. I'm at peace with that. It's incense. Is the incense strong in Lone Star Memories? Can't get hold of a sample. Might need to blind buy it. You can get samples of Lone Star Memories from Lasontas, and they ship worldwide. But you might be forced to pay through the arse for that. I wouldn't say the incense is strong in it. It's there. It's more part of the greater whole. You know. I won't make a mom joke about that. I don't advise blind buying, even though I do it myself. Mega Tafira, thank you for coming. Rien Intense Incense is lovely, says Matthew. It is. It's actually a much easier fragrance to wear, I think, than Rien. I might have to don the Rien soon. Look at all the nice super chats, says Dallas. Yes, thank you for all the nice super chats, friends. So hard to find Mikasa. I've got a bottle basically full for sale. Tom Aitken says, Rich, you selling any of your Amen flankers? No, sorry, I'm not. How does it compare to the original Rien, Matthew? I've never smelled Rien, only Intense Incense. The original Rien is bandages on fire. Leathery bandages on fire with ointment. Fragrances have been removed from the US Surge site. Pathetic. Ugh. Never had the original Herb. I just went straight for the incense one because I love incense. Herb says, I understand. I'm still trying to sample Onum Laws, which is a renowned incense. I think it's more of a... Yes, it's a big incense. It's a top incense as well. But I would say it's more of like an ambery, elemy kind of thing, you know? Wonderful, though. Lovely, lovely fragrance. I'm tempted to go for Spice Must Flow. I hope it's good for a rose incense scent. Welcome, Bob. Oh, there you are, Richard. I'm in Fève de Lis. Shut up. I was just about to say it. I'm not a big fan. Hope you are feeling good. I'm all right, mate. How are you? I bet your weather's considerably better than mine. How are the newest batches of the night? Don't know. Don't know, mate. I just don't know. Why am I ma catching strays? Well, I've heard that about your ma as well. Maestro Bob is the best Hawaiian gourmand, says Dushan. Thank you, Dushan. Mats be catching more than strays, certainly do, with germs about. Grissi man up. Sanofi Koros better than Parfums Corp? Ooh. Watch my comparison video. I can't actually remember what I said. I don't care for the Parfums Corp one. I think that's probably the best way of saying it. I kept the Charles of the Ritz and I kept the L'Oreal, the L'Oreal version because it's very easy to wear. But I've still got two bottles. I've still got a full Parfums Corp and I've still got a full Gucci PPR. Nobody's buying them. Fuck knows. But I'm not on the Facebook groups. And eBay's being a fucking toucher about putting fucking bottles up for sale that aren't sealed. Absolute wankers. Older the better for Koros. Charles of the Ritz had a real civet. Makes it smoother. You ever smelled the difference between synthetic and real civet? Real civet's very smooth, very, I don't want to say creamy, but it's very, you know, it's much nicer. Thank you, Fragrance Time. Thank you for your sticker. A dancing dude. That dude's much more mobile than me. Delis is wearing Desandra. Franska Boy says 1,100 euros for 100 ml a night. how it feels. I'm too poor, but is it even possible to get a better deal? Hopefully the new batches are not bad, because it's definitely a rip-off. It's far too much money. I paid 800 quid for this, and that was far too much money, but I got a lot of money off as well. But this is the original. I made sure I got this bottle. I made the poor girl go up into the fucking store cupboard and get this one out. She was like, if I go up there and pull this out, are you going to buy it? I said, if you go up there and you've got it, and you bring it back down for us, and I check the batch code, I will buy it. And by God, I fucking bought it. I bought that and the moon. And sold the moon, because the amber wood became extremely apparent. But I kept that because there's no amber wood in it. Franska boy, German shop was selling 100ml the night for 790. Yeah, they'll not be able to get rid of it, man. It's a hard sell. Best price I've seen for sealed, 790, says often licked. Bob says, Rich, I was under the weather yesterday, better today. There is something called a super flu going around in the UK at the minute. Hope I don't get it. No doubt it'll wait to get me on Christmas Day. Fuck that shit. Still a rip-off, says Franska boy, basically. Bobby, it was a beautiful sunny day here, and we'll have another one tomorrow, says Dushan. Thank you for the super chat, Dushan. I think fucking Dushan has nearly fucking... There's been a couple of other super chats, but he's sent like 6 or 7 now. Thank you very much. Herb says, Franska boy, get the Sultan Pasha sample set if you can. They're Tars, mind you, but Al Harim and Fajia are similar to the Night, in my honest opinion. Al Harim is actually even better. The, is it Fall Into Stars? Is it Fall Into Stars, or is it the other one by Strangelove? One of the Oud Rose ones is quite similar. And you can get them half fucking price, like. I'll get both Sultan Pasha and the Night, says Franska Dujan. I will smell better than you every day this coming winter, says Bob. I wanted to get Thebes too. I enjoyed his samples. I've got them there. Like, I haven't moved them on yet, so I want to go back over them. Saint-Celier's just got the Danner and Fleming irises in, like 300 quid for fucking 50 mils. I'm just not there at the minute, like, not for those. I've got Iris Sondra, like, it is Sondra, which is just a great iris ring. I've got Iris Nazarena, which does very similar things, you know. Bobby, I wish you the best winter, says Dushan. And we have achieved the goal. Thank you. I believe I said that I would say bah when I achieved the goal. So the goal has been achieved, and I believe I just bahed. So there you are. Sometimes I quack. I've never mooed before, but moo is one of the things I will do if we achieve a goal. Fragrance time, 3,000. I'm trying to turn that into 2,000 by Pulp, and I'm struggling. Stefan Humba Luke Ohira by Stefan Humba Luca. Always reminds me of Rampton Vedati every time I think of Stefan Humba Luca. Matthew Sparrow says, Mitch, how do you feel about Bodicea lactimus shite? Herb says, yes, I snapped up quintessentially amber and Thebes sprays. Thebes in particular slaps for my nose. Don't get slapped in the nose. The Danner and Fleming is really for those that want to have the absolute best high quality iris note. If you just want a nice iris perfume, you can get it for less. It's not about the best iris notes, because there's more to the best iris notes than the best iris materials, you know. As if indie perfume has taught us anything, it's that using the highest quality, most expensive ingredients is not a way to make good perfumes. Not that they are that, but I don't know that you can empirically say that that is the absolute best high quality iron out. There's too much variable going on. Scent of the Day at the Barbers by Maison Margiela and playing Fallout New Vegas. This is so me. That is good stuff. I like to wear fragrances and play video games, you know. Lone Star Memories for Red Dead Redemption 2. Or Red Dead Redemption 1, you know. I've got Gears of War coming up, the re-edition. I'm looking forward to playing that. I wouldn't care. I came in today. My mother was like, oh, I see you got yourself some trainers for Christmas. Here's the money. Well, she gave us the money to go out and get them. She was like, did you get yourself a video game? I was like, hang on a minute. What? It's my mother trying to get us to play video games? What the hell's going on? Something's wrong. She wants something from me. Baboosh says, good morning, good evening. Welcome, Baboosh. It is unadulterated iris. Less other compounds to make up an iris accord. Maybe not best iris, but most unadulterated. Yes, I know. Oh, excuse me. What barbershop not fougere fragrances do you like, Rich? What's the difference? Herb says, I associate La Couche du Diable and Dark Souls 3. Intriguing. Interesting. Dark Souls is such a good game, says often licked. Oh. Franz Boy says La Couche du Diable is lovely. Yes, it's Le Participé Passé that I don't like. The Participé Passé smells like fucking cheap Chinese curry. Like the kind of curry you get from a wholesaler to Chinese takeaways. You know what I mean? Like just the cheapest, shittest fucking curry you can get. I think Histoire de Parfum 1740 is a dark soulsy perfume, is often liked. Fragrances and playing video games together really is an amazing vibe. It does associate the memory. Well, Enders is a famous gamer. He plays and he's a big fragrance collector too. Le Couche du Diable, like a syrupy labdanamy Chergui, says Franz Boy. Pat Lester is wearing L'Orphelin. I listened through the Sheldrake interview again and was inspired to wear it. The image that inspired the fragrance makes sense. Dust in the air being projected by a beam of light. Yes, Sheldrake and Serge are definitely like, you know, they're meant to be. They're meant to be. I've got my Vitriol Dualette here. Nobody bought this. Strange. It's nice though. Vitriol Dualette. Good fragrance, that. Oh. Sorry, friends. I think I'm starting with a sore throat, like. Oh no. Oh no, we don't want to start with a sore throat, do we? See, this Ambra, if I thought anybody would watch it, I would do a comparison. This is much more labdanamy. This is much more labdanamy than the previous one. The previous one's much more vanillic, Shalimar vanilla. Very clovey, that one. What, Vitriol Dualette? Don't think so. No, I don't think. I mean, there's a bit of clove in here. It's more carnation, a little bit spicy carnation, creamy, smooth. Hib says that 80s bottle looks taller taller than I thought they were. That's because of the bloody fucking aspect ratio. The ratio on my camera's fucked. There was one stream where it wasn't, right? And then it went back to being fucked again. And it was upsetting. Because I thought, aha! I think it's the way I'm setting up the streams personally, but not to worry. We'll figure it out in the end. Ooh. Hello, hello, Scent of the Day, Creed Aventus, a new F batch. Those F batches are not that bad, says Dristoris. Oh no, Justice Doe. Buying Aventize. I thought about setting up memberships because you can make your own emojis on the YouTube, and that would probably be the only reason I'd do it, but I don't think I'm going to do that because it just means the content's restricted. Like, I just like the idea that I can make my own emojis. Like, there's just some way to get around it, like hack it. You will not smell fake, says Dushan. Hello, Michael John, how are you? RXL, welcome, how are you doing? There was a big potato birthday party, but I didn't see you there. Then again, I didn't see anybody there. Poor Bosnian bot farmer. I mean, yeah, there's just, it's fucking, he's a lol cow, you know, like, and, I mean, how anybody can get to that age and not have the most basic of fucking, it's not like he's a boomer or something, you know what I mean, like, he's just, what the fuck, man? Just a lol cow fucking incel thing, fucking, it's not great. And keeps making videos about things like, because I'm not subscribed, but you keep, you know what it's like, people send you links to stuff and then people tell you the law. People tell you what's going on, who's doing what, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to stay so far away from that. But you need, like, some of the stuff he says, you couldn't torture me to say, like if I was under the threat of my life, I'd be like, well, what would be the point of living after I said that? Do you know what I mean? Like, how could you possibly carry on? Jesus. People, man. People. Himalaya F batch is very good, says Jared. Michael John is wearing Tom Ford's Oud Voyageur. I mean, Boz is banned here because he would just come in and subvert the chat, just start tagging fucking all sorts of madnesses. I'd be like, I'm not having you coming in just talking about all sorts of wild shit. That's nothing to do with fragrance. Nothing to do with nothing. I know for a fact if he, because Cade messages and said, oh, like, Boz would like you to, like, you know, reconsider, could you unban him and stuff, and I was like, I don't have ill will or hatred towards him, he's just a disaster, he's just a walking fucking disaster, man, like, fucking, I don't want anything to do with that. Like, when's he gonna learn? You can't fix stupid, I'm afraid. Matthew Sparrow says, have you tried any essential parfums, Mitch? Pass. No. Imperial is meant to mean, of course, a lot of people love it. I own Neroli Botanica, and I do like Velvet Iris. I don't think I've tried any of those, no. I don't think I have. I mean, at this point, I've always got to qualify it by saying I can't remember, because there could even be a video. There's been a couple of times where I've gone to review a perfume and I've been like, hang on a minute, have I reviewed this before? And I'm like, oh, yes, I have. Has anyone tried the new Tom Ford fig? I love eating figs, but never crazy about them in fragrances. I like a fig. But do I want to do I want to smell of a fig? Not massively, not hugely. It's kind of like cumin. I like cumin in food. Do I want to eat cumin? Do I want to smell of cumin? No, I don't. No. Trying to think of other things that I like to eat. Chips, I like chips. Do I want to smell of them? Not massively. Pizza? And there is a pizza fragrance by Demeter. Demeter makes pizza. You can layer it with their other fragrances to make your own flavors, which is just a fucking incredible fucking idea, but terrible at the same. It's as good an idea as it is a terrible idea. Terrifying scenes. Do you think that the new version of Search just needed oxidized a bit to be as good as the older one? Stop with that talk in these parts. Fragrances should be ready when they leave. Fragrances are ready from reputable brands. Fragrances are ready when they leave the shop or the fucking, what do you call them? The lab. They don't need to be. If they're different, they're different. I didn't Quorum would be that mid. I didn't think Quorum would be that mid. Bijan Man kills it many times and still not a revolution. I have got, do you know, for all the vintage fragrances I've only ever got a rash. Only ever got a rash from Quorum. Vintage Quorum. And I really like it. It's just oak moss. That's all it is. People are like, oh, it's got this in it. It's got that. No, it doesn't. It's fucking oak moss. Might as well just go and like do that thing bears do and just go and like rub up against a tree. Maybe shit in the woods. I don't know. Because it was an amazing day because my Les Abs package, I saw your picture, was beaming while unboxing that. I bet you were. All 4 of them. Did you pay any duties, any fees? Essential Parfum is so mid. Good for the price, but just meh. This is the thing, you see, with the price of everything now, you want more than meh, even for a decent price. It's just everything else is so expensive that you like every time you want to buy something that you love, you're literally taking money out your pocket for other things that you need, Nobody's making enough money to save any money to do anything. Franska boy. Yeah, most of them are boring or bad. I like Neroli Botanica and the Musk, Tay Musk, and Mon Vetiver. A nice bergamot. We're also fine. Watch Nick. Welcome, Watch Nick. How now? I like Purple Guy. Purple Guy with his head. He looks shocked. It's the kind of reaction I have when I smell fucking amberwood in fucking public. There was some little, I don't know, she wasn't a little girl, but she was small and she was young. She was like a young woman, but she was small. And she stood in front of us in the queue in the garage, and she turned and walked past us, and I was like, oh, there you go. I was like, let her past and that. And like, when she walked past us, I wouldn't have, well, no, I definitely would have fucking let her walk past us. I would have kicked her up the arse if I'd known that she was wearing some fucking muckle, like oud rose perfume that fucking lingered for fucking ages. And then the woman behind the fucking counter was like, oh, I've come down with that fucking super flu. I'm not sure I'm going to be in tomorrow. I was like, cheers for that. It's not like I've told you 1,000 times that I'm on fucking immunosuppressants, you cow. You know what I mean? You could have said, I need to start wearing my fucking mask. I know that's a controversial statement. It's not for me, though. I've got a horrible, horrible, horrible feeling that I've actually caught this already. Not even off that girl today. Shit. Rich, you can get the Discovery set for about 25 quid. 11 times 2. Ooh, I like that kind of shit, though. Not too bad, that. It's not too bad at all. You'll hit Bois Imperial. I like that. Will you send us the link? I will do that. I like that kind of thing. That's a lot. That's just good value. 11 2mm samples for that money. I'm very pleased about that. That's good stuff. We like that kind of behavior. You will hate Bois Imperial, though. Oh. Did you try Philosopher's Walk yet? Yes, many times. Of course, I can't talk about it, but yes, I have many times. I shall be wearing it when will I be wearing it? In the spring and summer, in the warmer months. I'm going to say May to September. But yes, and I've decanted many a sample. For many a people. I sent out loads of them yesterday. Had an injection in my carpal tunnel on Monday, friends. Had an injection in my carpal tunnel, and fuck, that hurts so much. Fuck. No, I'm overstating that. It didn't hurt that much, but it was sore, and it's been sore ever since. And yesterday was the first time I could actually hold a pen and write. So I managed to get some samples out, you know. Whoever hates Fate Man wants to sell it for cheap, I'll buy a back up with pleasure, says Franska Boy. My favourite fig scent is Premier Figuier Extreme by L'Artisan Parfumier. Signora Olivia Giacobetti is my fig queen, says Duchamp. Dallas says Essential Parfums is made for beginners. That's the whole premise of the brand. Tim says, Dallas, I'm wearing a new Serge Ambrosol. I have many. This is my next bottle of Ambrosol. I have to believe is because the fucking label fell off. What the fuck? The fucking label came off. I've got it. It's up here, but I can't be bothered to move everything. Smoky pineapple pizza eau de parfum. I like the smell of gourmands, but I don't want to smell like them. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand Sebastian with his love of fucking, what do you call them? His love of gourmands, just no. Yeah, welcome, Carl. How are you doing? Razasi Hawas Ice. I tried the dark side, says Carl. Respectfully, I don't find perfumes that are that simple and not complex just for beginners. Well, let's just say Customs had me pay a small fee for other beauty preparation. Oh. What, did they did they help you put your makeup on or something? Like, what beauty preparation was it? Oh. Often salmon, there's nothing wrong with that. Currently, I am comparing Tom Ford's Italian Cypress C65, an unknown batch sample, and I prefer the sample so much more than my bottle. C65 is less sweet and drier. The sample has way better mint. I hate reformulation, says Dristoris. Welcome, Stefan. You are wearing Equipage Geranium. You should have recorded the injection. Absolutely fucking not. No. Where is the tag, Mitch? Where is the sound, too? What tag? What sound? What? And how many wankers are coughing without covering their mouths? I am considering getting out the FFP2 as well. Well, other beauty preparation was listed on the import. Oh, I see. Glad to hear you made it through Monday appointment. Yes, I've got another one a week on Monday as well. That'll be fun for the other wrist. I tried to get him to do both at once, but he said no for safety. And I'm kind of glad he did, because there's been a couple of times I've been in the car since, and I've been like, oh, my fucking hand. You know? So... But he was very gentle, to be fair. It went as well as you could possibly hope. Because the thing is, they don't go in through your arm, they go in through your fucking hand. And he was like, right, we're going to go in through your hand. I was like, oh, fuck off. He was like, I know. But I don't think it's worked. Like, I don't think it's worked very well at all. Like, yeah, I've still got like in these bottom two fingers, I've still got like a heaviness, a dullness, a numbness. I still need something done about that on those two hands. So it's not ideal. Okay, sound back. I said nothing, says Franska boy. Hello, Nolan McKenna. Hi. How are you? Oh dear. So this is my Ambra Sultan. It just smells just as good as before, to be honest. But that was my first bottle, that was my first bottle of Ambra Sultan. It's taken us, the best part of 10, well, it's taken us 10 years to use it, yeah. But that was because I was babying it. Now I'm not going to baby it anymore. I'm just going to fucking blow through that shit because I've got loads of them. Loads of them. Guy on eBay says there's 30. Got a box full. No sound, says Dristolis. What? I debated on getting that small Serge Luton label Amber Sultan for 129. I hope it's not slack wrist, which my brother's just been diagnosed with. His wrist is destroyed. I don't know what slack wrist is. Let me have a look. Better not be slack wrist. Let me have a look. Slack wrist is a type of progressive wrist osteoarthritis that results from long-term damage to the ligaments. Most commonly, the scapholunate ligament is characterized by a characteristic pattern of arthritis that can lead to pain, reduced range of motion, and weak grip. No, I've got all the good stuff. I don't think it's slack wrist. I think it's literally good old-fashioned carpal tunnel, and ulnar tunnel as well. Actually, that's kind of what I think it is. Which is carpal tunnel for your elbow, because it's the bottom two fingers in each hand. So it's the little finger and the ring finger in both hands. And I think, do you know what it's from? Do you know what I actually think it's from? Watching my phone when I'm in bed, because obviously the amount of time I've spent in bed, and I don't just sit there doing fucking nothing. I watch my phone, have the YouTube playing, surfing the net, educating myself about this and that. Good wet. Nolan McKellar is battling a cold that will not go away. Yes, it's that fucking thing that's going round, and I don't want it. And yet I'm feeling like I've got a bit of a headache, and my nose is, I don't want to say it's a little bit clogged, but it's not happy. Had to give up the guitar for the same problem. Couldn't hold down the frets. Massive pain. Oof. That's sore. That's sore. Dushan has sent another super chat. In fact, it's a sticker this time. Thank you. Keep it up. I will try. I will try and go for the full 2 hours tonight. But I don't feel too great. I've got to take my methotrexate tonight. I would love nothing more than to lay down. Yeah. I haven't been sleeping very well either, you know. I haven't slept very well for the last couple of days. Been up in the middle of the night. In fact, I've been out in the middle of the night. Strange. Looking for cups of tea in the middle of the night. Could have just stayed in the house and fucking made myself one, but I did not. Thank you, Dushan. Often, like, says, I caught some weird virus earlier this year. Took me over a month to fully recover. Some weird shit going around these times. Yes. Imagine if we'd all been alive during the Spanish flu. There would have been all sorts of fucking... There would have been all sorts of fucking theories going on about said behaviour. Steve, welcome. I have the vintage vertical stripe Fendi Uomo, and along with Trussardi Uomo and the 1978 Ted Lapidus are my favourite leathers. That original Ted Lapidus with the red cap smells like a catcher's mitt. I remember when Aram said that and I was like, nailed it. Straight away I knew what he meant. Straight away. Hand cheese on leather. Go gargle with warm salt water or povidone iodine and water. Don't have any of the old iodine, but I do have warm water and salt. So I could do that. I've actually got some of those throat sprays that you buy. Like Cavonia. That Cavonia strips the lining of your fucking throat. It's a little bit too good, that one, you know. PK says, Duck has a buyer for the Fendi. Who? Oh, if anybody wants to buy the 60mm of the old Fendi. The vertical stripe one. I thought the vertical stripe one was the aftershave. This one's not even the Bethco version. This one is the Fendi Profumi Spa Firenze. It's still good. Oh, it's just got that spicy. It smells better from the cap than it does on my skin. It's obviously my skin that's fucking giving it the old what do you call it? Skank. I like Virus by Iron Maiden, says Dushan. Ooh. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Not Spanish. Could do with flying south to Spain though. PK says the vid's going around again too. Yeah, I had my fifth COVID shot this year. Also had my pneumococcal one, but I haven't had the flu one this year. So I'm thoroughly expecting to avoid the two other things I've got and then fucking get the one that I didn't get, you know what I mean? Any news about the live stream with Sam? Yes, January, I think. Just whenever she's free. I'm free most times, as long as I don't feel like absolute fucking unmitigated death that day. I will be ready to go when she is, so that will be fun. Hope she doesn't want to talk about Philosopher's Walk, though, because I will have to let her down. But she can talk about it if she wants. She can talk about it, that'll be fine. A vertical stripe as a splash. Yes, that is true. Yes, you're right. Oh, wow, that's an old school bottle, says Norma. What, the Fendi Uomo? Yes. Yeah, this one, the Fendi Uomo. Like I said, if anybody's got an address I can ship to in the UK, let me know, and it's yours. Oh, look, the bottom just came off. Look at that. What a strange shaped bottle. Huh. Isn't that strange? It's like seeing a duck underwater with its little legs flapping about. No, that's not the right way around. There it is. That's better. Where are we? Dushan. Thank you, Dushan. Arsene Lupin Dandy or the vintage Fendi? The question is now. I like the Voyou. I like the Arsene Lupin Voyou. I'm not so big on the Dandy. There is coriander in the old Voyou version, though. Got the dry down of Philosopher's Walk on me right now. Fantastic spicy tonky powdery musk. Even now, aromatic, fresh, and natural smelling, says Offenlicht. Get that man flu jab. More important than COVID. They're not even giving that to the non-immunocompromised under 75. Well, that's me, isn't it? I am immunocompromised. I'm immunocompromised and immunosuppressed. I'm both. So there are some people who are immunocompromised, but they're not immunosuppressed, and there are some people who are immunosuppressed, but they're not immunocompromised, which doesn't make any sense, but you can be, apparently. Yet I am both, and not only am I on fucking immunosuppressants, I'm on 2 immunosuppressants. So maybe I should get the man flu jab. Maybe you're right. But I mean, fuck. Like, seriously, I had both me injections, right? And they set off me fucking rheumatism, like every joint in me. But I'm sure I felt it in me fucking, those 3 bones in your ears? I'm pretty sure I felt pain in those bones in my ears. I was like, oh, fuck. Had to get an injection off the nurse. God bless her. I love that woman. Good Lord. You die for your family, you die for your country, and I die for that woman at the hospital who gives us the fucking steroid injections. God bless her and all who sail on her. Sarah, she's called. What a woman. And then this doctor, would you believe, this was the interesting thing. I was sitting, when I got me carpal tunnel injection, the guy was like, oh yes, could I have like a so-and-so gauge needle, and could I have some Depo? I was like, Depomedrone? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, of course. He was like, you've got axial spondyloarthritis. This will be one of your best friends. I was like, I fucking love it. And then we got onto the vagaries of the medical fucking like companies and why they've stopped making Kenalog. It was a fascinating. Me and him had a great time. As I'm sure we bored that nurse to fucking death. Me and him were saying like, fucking hell, I much prefer the Kenalog. Like, we were talking about like the fucking curve about how it works, because the Kenalog seems to go up a lot higher, but it comes down a bit quicker, whereas the Depomedrone doesn't go up as high, but it lasts a lot longer. So I'm sure half the people listening have just thought, fucking hell, kill me now. But me and him, well, a fucking good old chat about that. It was a fucking very nice thing. Went to shake his hand when I left, and he was like, you sure you want to do that? I was like, well, I can't feel my hand, so bollocks. I was like, I'll do it. He was like, all right then. Where are we? Yeah, maybe I will go and get the man flu jab. Price-wise, take the Fendi, says Franska boy. About 10 hours after spring, about 10 hours you're getting out of it so far. Oi, welcome Deep Dab Wave. Just joined the party. Anything else you selling? Selling loads of shit. Are you in the UK? Selling fucking loads of shit. Loads of vintage Etro, Body Koros, fucking vintage Koros, Malto Smolto, Dune. I've got fucking Dune by Christian Dior. I've got a big 200ml of fucking Eau Sauvage Parfum. The Elamy one, though. Enigme. Got a 100ml bottle of Enigme by Pierre Cardin, which is one of the best bottles. I've got some vintage Amen. Vintage Quorum. Secret de Parfum I'm selling. I've got Charles of the Ritz. Opium I'm selling. I've got Dior Homme Cologne, the original silver stem version. I'm selling that. I'm so surprised nobody's bought that, like. What do you think of Costume National perfumes? The one I've got I really like, actually. It smells like a Tom Ford. Like one of the early Tom Ford fragrances. Really resinous, thick. I should really finish this. That's very sweet, though. It's very sweet, that. Ugh. Oh, bless that woman, the most ubiquitous statement. Deep Dab Wave says, also, can you tell me your thoughts on the night? I've sold all the region. Don't really like Ombre Nomad, but I hear the night is amazing. Certainly stinks of fucking shite. I can tell you that right now. Let me just hide my hoover. It certainly stinks of cow pats in the fields. Woody, a little bit of rose in there too. I really like it, but in very small doses. Little and not so often. For some reason, I've lost your eBay profile from my saved sellers. I am simply Rich Mitch. My eBay is fucked. They took down loads of my fucking... They took down loads and loads and loads of my listings because they weren't sealed. I've got Vintage Derby. I've got a 200ml bottle of Vintage Derby. Fucking loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. Rochas Femme. Vintage Rochas Femme. Is June any good? I love June. I might not sell that bottle of June. You know what I mean? I might just keep it like. Dioram Cologne is not for sale, says James. Please show how do I contact you, says Ken. You're not on the Discord. Which Costume National was that? That was Costume National Homme. Eau de Parfum. Eau de Parfum. Brilliant. Welcome, Green Bean. Deep Dab Wave. Leave a comment after the stream. I will send you an email address and you can get in touch with us if you want. Rich, do you have a favourite and least favourite? No, generally speaking. No, it kind of cycles through. It changes a lot with both of them. You know, like I don't like cumin. I don't like curry. I don't want to smell like that. I don't want to smell of that. I don't want to smell of food in general, like unless it's like I don't know. I don't want to say like unless it's ironic. Unless it's ironic. Smell like food, like jus de peau, when you smell like milk and wheat, but it actually all comes together to smell like it's more of like a vibe. Oh. So yes, Deep Dab Wave, if you send me an email, if you leave a comment on something somewhere on the channel, I'll respond and send you my email address. Tsar, anyone? I've got Tsar. Not the new one, fuck the new one, but I've got it. Ever smelled 1920, the original ADP? No. 2025 Tsar. It's going to be shit. It's just not going to be as good as the vintage one. It just can't be. You know what I mean? It's really good. Cumin, cedar, black pepper tea. Ooh, that sounds hot. I've got Tsar. I've got many Tsar, and I love my Tsar. Oh, I wonder what Paroli is. Paroli hasn't shown his chops tonight. Oh, dear. Hi, Dale Quelia. Oof, I'm going to have to try and fucking pronounce this, aren't I? Dale Quelia is wearing apricot noir. Apricot noir. Oh, please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. Have you liked the stream? Please like the stream. Do you like the stream? Oh, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm going to put these fragrances back. Oh. Captain Crunchster testing cherry oud. How do you find cherry oud then? Are you a fan of the old cherry oud? Saw Pep and Cherie did a strem today. That was nice. I haven't caught all of it. Saw a bit of it. Get down there. Oh, I've still got some vintage vintage Serge. I've got, oh God, why have I got a bottle of Jeu de Peau down here? If anybody wants to buy a vintage Jeu de Peau, I don't think there's any other kind. I've got La Fille de Berlin as well. Also got a sealed 5 o'clock au gingembre. Pardon me. I should do another sales video. Sales stream. They seem to go down really well. Like. There's a Jeu de Peau. La Fille de Berlin, and there is a sealed 5 o'clock au gingembre. Dushan with another sticker. Coffee. Thank you. Thank you, Dushan. Dushan being very generous tonight. Got the original Calvin fragrance, which couldn't smell anything more different from the 90s ones. Smells a bit like vintage Joule, to be honest. Really good scent. Top fragrance. I should really put that away in case somebody thinks I'm selling it, which I'm not. Oh. Didn't think eBay would take a shit with its clothes on. Start booting you for having a non-sealed bottles. Although, well, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Do you know, that's really nice. I should wear this more often. Impression cedar wood art. No, you were enjoying it. I'm waiting the leather and oud accord. I'm not a cherry fan. I've never been a cherry fan. I've never been a cherry fan of anything. Cherries are weird. I watched The Witches of Eastwick when I was young, and I saw them eating cherries, and then one of them threw up, and I was like, ew! These for sale? Yes, Rabbit, yes. I'm also selling my vintage derby. I don't know if there's anything here. I've got some Koros. Some vintage Koros for sale. Parfums Core and Gucci PPR. I know you're a fan. Not cheap. Too large prices. I've got René de Samsara. Feeling Man. I don't know, I'm just looking at stuff now. Anyhow, I need to put the Femme Rocha. No, not Femme Rocha, that's wrong. I might put the Fendi Womo in here. I've got mon numero 10. Mon numero 10. Mon numero 10 is for sale. I'll tell you a fragrance that's quite unusual. Oh, fuck off. I've got this is actually really nice. This is Groin. Vintage Groin. Vintage Groin. Your ma's got a vintage groin, but not to worry, we don't hold it against her. Oh. So there's vintage groin, natural cologne. I think this is actually quite nice. I just don't wear it like. creamy, woody. It's 1988 Premier Edition. Vintage groin. That's very nice. And then the original diesel fragrance as well. Really surprised nobody bought this either. Dead strange, that. That fucking vintage groin's really nice, actually. I might not sell that. I'd like to wear that. No, I sell you some, says Rabbit. All right. Dushan with 500 Serbian dinars. Thank you for everything, Rich. I am learning while you teach. Thank you. Beautiful Michelle Pfeiffer, says Baboosh. Mon numero 10 is great on May during winter, says Dushan. Lilith has appeared. Germs does like vintage groin. Finally, Lucky Scent moved to spray samples. No more dabbers. Well, I mean, that should have happened years ago. Fuck. Hopefully they've finally been shamed into doing that shit. Fucking scandalous bastards. Absolutely scandalous from the fucking lot of them. Oh, you fucking kidding? What the fuck? No. There it is. Vintage groin, exactly. Yes, I just got back from the store, says Lily. What did you buy? Last week I bought 90ml Petou Super Condition. I haven't heard of that one. What's it smell like? Still hoping Ramsey is doing well, says Fran's good boy. Hello, Stuart Mabe. How are you? I'm going to have to dehydrate. I'll be back. I'll be back. Oh, fuck. Oh. The pain, the suffering, the viscountness. Aha! It's me. Who would have thought it? Back again. Ended up blowing my nose. A lot. Oh, fuck. Lily sending me violent messages. Threatening violence. Angry short person. Where are we? French boy, Brother Ramsay is good. I got some food making the pizza now. Scent of the day is YSL M7 Oud Absolute. Speaking of which, I've got one more wear out of that, I think. Because I'm going to lay it on thick. So yes, if I wanted to, I could probably get another couple of wears out of it, but yeah. Love is not a strong enough word, says Growing. What is stronger than love, says Marie Lily. This is turning into a Eugene stream. What is stronger than love? What is love? Ramsey drives a Dodge Ram because he rams the daughter and dodges the father, says Ken. Fuck. Oh, hey. How is the difference between M7 and Oud Absolute, and should we reach for vintage or newer version just fine? The difference would be difficult. I should do that video. Definitely. In fact, I will do that video. I'll do that video and try and get it out. Reminders on, because when that's finished, I'm going to open up one of the fucking vintage ones, like. I'm going to be banned by Perfume Clan. Never smelled M7. Oof. Lily's fuming. Angie. Thank you, Dropout. I'll be back, says Dropout. Stronger than love? Paying PayPal after buying too much perfume. It was a nice night at the bar. Now it's dinner time, says Dushan. Stravko Gorky, says Dushan. You should open up the vintage one just before you finish this so you can compare it side by side. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I mean, when I say open it up, I mean, I've got them. They're both, like, in the cupboard. Literally below my feet. Let me see if I can do this without fucking maiming myself. War. The vintage grind, that might have to be a reconsideration, because that is really nice. That is really, really good. Oh, I've got an itchy eye. What is love? Getting close to your number of Balenciaga pour on. Backups, Mitch. Paid the hard price for it later to the party, but partying still. Oh, you've just got to party harder, quicker, haven't you? You know, just got to party harder, quicker. I will not be without that shit. I love it. Oh! That's such a dusty cupboard, fuck. Yeah, look, I've got two of the M7. One of them is a, what do you call it? And the other one is not, do you call it? Oh, you cunt, that was fucking vicious. So, one of them, I don't know which one you would say was older. Maybe I should do a batch code on them. Ooh, let's do some vintage batch codery, shall we, friends? Look at all my vintage perfumes in here as well. There's a couple of fucking random fucking backups Balenciaga Pour Homme that I keep forgetting I've got. And I think that one was sent to us for nothing. Oh, you filthy animal. Alright, there we go. Where's my phone gone? There it is. What is love? Woo woo, exciting, says Lilith. Okay. I genuinely got loads of that syrupy mandarin orange and some soda down there as well. Chocolatey patchouli from the new M7. Chuffed for you, mate. A video, chuffed a bit. I recorded the unboxing. Will release tomorrow. Woo woo, exciting, says Lilith. Captain crunched it. So many gems. Yes, all the gems. All the gems. That's not even the backup cupboard, man. That's just, I've just got them to hand. You know what I mean? The backup cupboard is an entirely different fucking matter. When I say the cupboard, I mean 2 cupboards. Sort of. It's weird. Just unboxing the no more impressions until I wore them enough for some reviews. First impressions are worth something because everybody has them. Rich, do you reckon you will let go of that Bellamy Vetiver, or is it gone already? I've still got it. I think I'll probably let it go, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably let that go to someone. So this one's got the lid on. The reason that this has got the lid on, right, is because it's got a lower level than the other one. The other one's absolutely full. The reason that, because this lid actually belongs on this bottle. Can you Adam and Eve it? And you see, this is a tester lid. And it belongs here. I think it's supposed to go on like that, yeah. Oh god, it's so fucking good. Oh god, it's so painfully fucking good. Dropouts wearing Amber Nargile all week. That's my scent of the day. How fun. Okay, let us go to Fresh Check. Check Fresh. Name of the brand. Yves Saint Laurent. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Yeah, oh, fuck off. It's not coming back, is it? Twat. Can I go to Saint Laurent then? No, I can't. No, I can't. What's the other one? There's Check Fresh. And there's another one. Cosmetic Check. Yes, yes. I don't want to call... Oh, fuck off with your fucking consent, you fucking pervert. Alright, let's see what you say about this. What is this again? Aha! Date of manufacture. So this is a 2000. This is actually a 2002 bottle. That is an original release 2002 bottle. So what are you then? 2009. And so is this. This one's from October though. Oh, that's fantastic news. Well then, that is fantastic and doing really well. Okay. Let me bring the chat back up. So they're both 2002s. I'm pretty pleased about that, if I'm being honest. You'll go back. Such a fucking great bottle, though. That is gonna demand wearing. Yes, Lily, I agree. Lily sending violent messages to me again. Just don't hurt me. I agree with you. Please don't hurt me. Not even linking M7, that's going to be a risky blind buy. Spoiler, he's going to pick the older one, just like I do, says James. Gladly I always take samples already. Video was uploaded, ready for release. Sent to the week as ever on yield. The tester lid, just as tight as the original one. No. Cross-dressing M7 says baboosh. Oh yeah, tons of fun. They were also interesting. Didn't know that, Lily. Tried my best from my job. More to come soon, says Franska. Welcome, Christina. Where is Christina? Why has Lily done that? Oh, just for fun. Yeah, and sorry, says Franska. Well, is M7 Oud Absolute a flank or it's the new version? It's called Oud Absolute because Oud started to become a thing when they re-released it, like. So they decided to include it in the name. Are you liking the stream, friends? Can you like the stream? Please like the stream. I've got 100mm M7 vintage, but it's missing a cap. Anyone got one? When I use my 2 bottles, I will send you mine. Eau de toilette, frais, boisé, sensuel, bergamote, bois de oud, vetiver, ambre. Fresh, woody, sensual, bergamot, agar wood, vetiver, amber. Ingredients: alcohol, water, fragrance, benzophenone. Oh shit, sounds a little bit, a little bit dodge. Great googly moogly. You know, the people of the early 2000s, life was very different because I turned 17 that year. It was a really good year for me because I left school, never to look back. Horrible shithole. But this fucking perfume was released, and it kind of makes it all worthwhile. Oh God, my Sheila! Actually, I shouldn't say that. I really hate the story behind that video. It's fucking awful. It's fucking despicable, really, actually. I heard my name being summoned, says Christina. That was Lily. I'm a cute cow, says Christina. Moo. I'm a cow, says James. Mitch, I'm a cow. There's a song. Oud Wood, says Cam. M7 all gold label, Oud Wood. M7. You're not going to get many more fragrances that I would put above M7, if I'm being honest. There are not many fragrances I would put above M7. Certainly not designer ones. It's fucking utterly remarkable, right, that designer fragrance used to be this. Right? That was designer fragrance. That bottle, that smell, the quality, the fact that the bottle looked like that. This was the 80s revival 20 years ahead of the fact, like. Oh God, it's so good. I would compare this, if I had to compare this. What used to be here? What used to be there? Something used to sit at the front here, and I can't remember what it was. Have I got rid of it? Where have I put it? What have I done? The thermostats. What have you done with them? Fendi Woma. You have perfumes from the last 4 decades. That's dedications. Oh, it goes back further than that, mate. Don't worry about that. I've got fucking perfumes from much further back than 4 decades. Got loads of perfumes from the 70s. 60s. Have I got any from the 50s? No, I used to have Paul Monsieur, but I don't have that anymore. No, I've never had Paul Monsieur, have I? Had Habit Rouge, that was from the 50s. Lily says, I can't find my Jasmine Cama sample. YSL was some house. YSL was some house. It's a great point. YSL was every bit as good as Chanel and Dior until 2011 when they released. Was it 2009 when they released La Nuit de l'Homme? I mean, L'Homme was a really good fragrance. L'Homme still is a good fragrance. Just fucking. The performance is absolutely diabolical, like. I remember when I first smelled M7 Oud Absolute. And the woman selling it wasn't particularly nice. Excuse me. What's wrong with La Nuit de l'Homme? It gives me a headache. I've got a little 10mm thing of it down here, look. I've got this. It gives us a headache. Something about the dry down, the mid dry down of this. Yeah. Nah. Do not care for that. It's just been all downhill from there because they did all those L'Homme flankers, didn't they? They did about fucking 50 of them, like the absolute bastards. L'Homme is one of the greats as well, I agree. Smelling YSL, why is such a disappointment? It's a diabolical perfume, like. He was born a perfume, says Christina. If you, anyone here, were born a fragrance released in your birth year, what would it be? Crikey. I don't even know what came out in the year I was born. What fragrances came out? What fragrances came out yesterday? It'd probably be 50 of them. 1980. Poison came out. Obsession for Women came out. Oh, Jesus. Draco Noir came out. Cool Water came out. Green Irish Tweed came out, of course. Giorgio Beverly Hills. Oh, yes. Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit didn't come out in 1985, you fucking wally. Fuck off. Google's lying. Fuck Google. Perfumes released in 1985. Here we go. Aka Joe. Action. Adidas, 1985, obviously. Amen Wardy Semoir. Anne Klein. Oh, fuck me, there's 232. I ain't fucking... And Taste Cologne came out in 1999. Let's filter and sort. Can I not just put fucking best to worst? Right, bollocks. I don't know. Stop saying these things, Lily. I'll take ages to sort out. Crazy. Crazy. What was released in 1976 is Dubadabka. You can do it on Parfumo. You can put fragrances that came out in a certain year, and it'll tell you. Is that what you handle this from, Alicia? Givenchy Organza Indecence. Yes, that was my first purchase with my own money. No one says, "What? I was just observing what's on your shelf." Yeah, the Frag Father says no. Oh, yeah, I've got fucking all sorts of stuff, mate. Jesus. What was from 1993? Better be iconic, says Christina. Loads of good stuff. Issey Miyake came out the next year, didn't it? People say Aqua di Gio was like the first like aquatic sort of perfume. It wasn't. It was Issey Miyake. It was quite syrupy though. You know. It's a discussion for another day, friends. Because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because I'm tired. I am emotional. I'm not emotional. I'm just tired. I'm tired, and I'm gonna go and poison myself. That's right. I'm going to poison myself, friends. So I will see you all again soon. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for soup chatting. And I will see you all again soon. Deep Dab Wave or Dobadabka, one of the two. Leave a comment and I'll send you my email address. You can buy some perfumes if you want. See ya!